I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Check one, check two. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Check.
It sounds good to me. How I sound?
Can they hear it? Let me know if y'all can hear the music. Let me change the preferences. I change the sound preferences. Welcome in. Come on in. Everybody have a sit down. Don't touch nothing. Welcome to the program. All right, here we go. This and there, and then I'll put this over here. And then that's good. Okay, we're all set. Let me know if you can hear the music. Thumbs up if you can hear the music. Can you, good sir, can you hear the music?
I can hear it.
Oh yeah,
I'm over here bopping.
Okay, yeah. See you. Light is bright. All right.
Wow.
All right, welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, something like a podcast, man. All fun and games. Lamont King, alongside John Watson, his good sir.
Hey.
New York bureau chief on remote location.
Coming to you live remote from nether regions. We're bringing it to you live.
Can you announce? I know you do a certain type of classified work. Can you announce where you are at this point?
I'm currently in Central Florida.
Wow.
Carrying around weapons without permits.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny that you said that. Sidebar. I need you to stop at the store.
Yes.
One of those stores. I just need a couple 10 rounders. Just a couple magazines, if you will.
You need to pick up a few magazines for you? A few periodicals?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Some light reading, if you will. Yeah.
Let me know. If you let me know what caliber of periodical you need, I'll see what I can do.
Yes, the standard.
Yes, see what I can do.
My man, last time I was in Florida, it's funny. He was like, this was a couple years ago. He was like, when you down there, now that you're what do you call it, an enthusiast? He was like, every time you come down here, get you some light reading.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's how that works.
Yeah, because there's no harm if they're empty. If you bring them back empty.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
You buy the cup here.
Yeah,
and you fill it at home.
Yeah,
you just can't fill it here and then take it home.
Yes. He was
you buy the commemorative cup. It's called the commemorative cup.
Okay, yes.
And then you fill it up at home as many times as you want.
Because he was like, he was like, yeah, because they're like half the price. And I was like, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because you know why they're half the price? Because they use them a lot.
They need several. A lot.
They need several. They need several.
So
good point. You know what? That's a good point. I didn't think about that, but if I happen to come across a thing or two, I might get a thing or two.
He told me, he said, every time you go, just get like 2. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they say everything's cheaper down here. So you can probably get it to what would seemingly be a 2-for-1 down this way.
Yeah. Now, aside from that, mentally, how are you reconciling with?
I'm keeping a tight circle.
Okay.
I'm not gonna branch out too far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stay with what I know in the comfort zone. I'm gonna stay in the comfort zone.
Yeah.
And just go back to the old school rules. Street light comes on. It's time to get back to a safe space.
Back to the previous point. John on YouTube, he says, make sure the cup isn't too big. Make sure it's not overflowing.
Oh yeah,
because they do have.
yeah.
There are some rules on
Yeah,
cup
you don't want to
size.
get the super gulp.
Yeah. Get Reader's Digest size.
Yeah,
Don't go for the Ebony Mag.
Yeah,
Don't go for the Ebony Christmas issue.
No, gotta get Jet. I gotta get the Jet.
Yeah, get the Jet.
Get the Jet magazine size. Yeah. Jet magazine size. Don't get the Ebony. Yes.
Go for that
I'm not
anthology.
Go get the 100th year anniversary edition.
Yeah, no,
just the regular size.
no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, John. Thank you for that.
Good note.
So, yeah. So we were speaking of reconciling. So we were talking on. I just shout out to everybody that came over from the Karen Hunter show.
How'd it go? I was in transit, so I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of it.
It was good. It did everything I needed it to do.
Okay.
Okay. So I came in with a game plan. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna go up and then it's over. It did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it got a little. I was like a burrito. I double stuffed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there have been full transparency to the viewing audience. Karen entrusted me with hosting her show when she's not there. On the different occasions.
Mm-hmm.
On previous occasions, in her, coaching up, mentoring, if you will, a couple times. One time she was like, it was too serious. And then another time it was like, you were all over the place. It was too much. And I said, all right, so the next time I do it, I'm gonna be right in the middle.
Yeah.
Give you a little,
kind of like when we talk about Foolishness Friday Live. It's like the first one was, here. The second one was kind of over here, and the third one was right in the sweet spot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I loaded it up. Each hour was a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was the first hour was me, Dante, and Joyelle.
Okay.
And, Dr. Clarkson popped on and destroyed history. For
Dr. Clarkson, like it. Okay.
And then there's a rule in radio: never draw attention to something that didn't happen.
Okay.
I learned that from the great Russ Parr. He would, if a guest didn't show up, the great Russ Parr, if a guest wouldn't show up, you just make no mention of it.
Right.
But I'm going to give you guys, because this is the transparency portion.
Hey, welcome to Pulling Back the Curtain with Lamont. We're pulling the curtain back.
Yeah. So there was a comedian by the name of Corey Bell, who
I know that name.
I didn't. I was going to say you're the only one. Because
hilarious. The question is, why do I know that name?
No, well, she's moving right now. She's doing some things and getting noticed or whatever. And so they pitched her to the channel, and then the producers steered her to the show.
Okay.
But then there's a fill-in guest. So this is industry stuff for a lot of you people that don't understand how this works. Mm-hmm. So your PR says, we need to get you on everything. You're like, all right, let's do it. They call everybody. They say, do you want so-and-so? And the people was like, nah. Or they were like, yes, bring her.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, yes, bring her, right? But on their end, it could be like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who? What?
Uh-huh.
So she was scheduled. I did not announce, nor did I promote her, because I'm a what? Starts with a V. I'm a veteran.
Yes.
And I was like, there's a chance she may not show up. And she, what's the other young lady's name that has a penchant for doing this to me?
Yodi.
Yeah, kind of a Yodi type of thing, right?
He was now a TV judge.
Yeah.
Damn
Good
it.
for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the Zoom, and they're like showing in the chat. They're like, she's on her way. 10 minutes later, she's 5 minutes out. 5 minutes later, she's on, but she can't. She's having trouble logging in.
Oh, the okie doke.
Yeah. So then for whatever,
I'm doing that for work meetings.
Yeah.
I'm having a. You still in the car.
Little three dots. The little
no. But you still in the car trying to get back to the crib because you spent too much time at the grocery store and like, damn, I got a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Like, it's not working for some reason. Give me another 30 seconds.
Yeah. Then you see the screen orientation when it turns, and then it turns like, oh, they're really working on it.
He's like,
And then it's this. It's,
okay. And is that her doing that, or is that the management team?
No, that was it was somebody. I've never met her, so I don't even know if it's her.
Got it.
So then it was, then there's a technical difficulty, and then it just turned to we're going to move on from this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say all that to say, Shout out to her. She got a comedy special out and some other stuff. We could have talked about it. But the fact that you watching right now and who might have been listening, the fact that you didn't miss her is
right.
You didn't even know.
It's
You
just
didn't know.
testimony to what y'all
So she was supposed
the ability to pivot.
She was supposed
to pivot.
There it is, right there.
Mhm.
She was supposed to be there in the 4 o'clock hour.
Okay.
4 o'clock hour. I'm multitasking. I'm reading Twitter, and it was a tweet that just spoke to me. It was like, and then I was like, oh, let's talk about this tweet. I thought about the tweet, and it just got the phones.
Okay, what was the tweet?
The tweet was this dude was like, yeah, man, my 24-year-old daughter wants to get LASIK. And I told her no. Was I wrong?
Like eye surgery?
Yeah. But she came to him for the money.
Okay.
And he was like, people telling me that I'm wrong because I was like, nah, I'm not paying for it. And I seen it was like 400,000 views, not comments or likes. You know, the little analytical little graph.
Yes.
It was like little metric, little engagement. I was like, oh, this is a buzz topic right there. So I threw it out. Phones went crazy. You know, because it was really split down the middle. Like, at what? So I'm gonna ask you, because you have.
This is a great question for me.
Yeah. This is perfect.
Great question for me.
So with your adult child, what's the cutoff age for helping your adult children? Like in any way. So obviously, let me give you a little more background for her.
Okay.
So his
Good.
daughter,
I'm formulating my answer, but I'll take some more background first.
She was a teacher. She wanted LASIK.
So she's employed. She's employed.
She is employed. Yeah.
Giving me nuggets now. Thank you. Okay.
She's a teacher. Her argument is I want to see.
Yes.
It'll help me improve. My
got
job.
Glasses though, so she can see.
Right. That's what they said. So the father is like, "Hey man, I told you that's not a career you should go into because they don't make no money." So his argument is, "I told you so." Y'all
so
need
clearly she doesn't have a master's. Got it.
And so he says, people out there, kids out there, listen to your parents. That was how he ended his tweet. So my question was, what's the cutoff age for people that, and all the answers that came in, it was very diverse.
Okay.
Very diverse.
Okay. I have an answer. I'm ready.
Yeah.
The key thing that you said to me was that she's employed. She's gainfully employed, right? So if you're gainfully employed in a career, which is a teacher's a career, that means you have a little thing we like to call insurance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Once you are on your own insurance and not mine, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. Because the other backstory probably is there was at some point in life where, hey man, you didn't listen to me when I told you, hey, put your glasses on.
Yeah. When you were little.
You probably helped this problem. And now, granted, vision is a lot of genetics, and it's not because you stayed in front of the television too long. All of a sudden, your eyes got bad. But
although it can be.
It can be.
Yeah.
But in large part, it's genetics. But it also goes to, like, I put this in the same category of, I need to get my teeth fixed again. Like, no, fam. When I got you braces when you were 13.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And you went through the process and your teeth were perfect. And all you had to do is wear the damn retainer at night.
Yeah.
And you can't do that for $7,000?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again.
Triggered much? Yeah.
Yo, I give
that baby. I'm triggered.
I've given that speech so much, I've stopped giving it. I'm like, hey, you at the point now where you just gotta wait for you to get your own insurance. Because I see it retreating, the recession, if you will, of the work. And I go, hey, I just be sidebar now. I was like, hey, by the way, you still wearing the works at night? Oh no, well, sometimes. Oh, that's cool. When you get insurance, because I'm not paying the $5 again.
Get your own teeth.
Yep. Man, I was like, no, sir, I'm not paying. I've paid in almost $10,000 per child
Okay.
over time to get them things straight. I'm not doing it again.
So
When
we
you're
have
24.
we have some unreadiness. John says insurance doesn't cover LASIK. So in this scenario,
Yeah, that's true. No. I understand. I already know that.
yeah.
But my point is,
Yeah.
if you're at the point in life where you are paying insurance, then you need to find the LASIK money.
Okay.
There's a difference between a 24-year-old who's
okay.
So prime example, right? Most parents, right? Insurance will cover your child if up until they're like 26 years old, if they're still continuing education, if they're still a dependent on you, right? But once you're a professional out there in the world, you're not my dependent. You're not on my taxes anymore.
So as a gift.
You off the family plan.
But as a gift.
Oh no, the gift is me not paying for you. Your gift to me is now you're out my pocket.
Yeah, okay.
That's your gift to me. My gift to you was life up until 24.
So is there anything
you didn't ask to be here? That's my gift.
Is there anything that as daddy's little girl that she could ask for at any age where you're like, oh, I got you. I got you, pumpkin.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's never an immediate yes.
Got it. She got to work.
It's never an immediate. You got to politic it a little bit because my receipts are long. You know what I'm saying? And just so for example, and I'm just going to dig into my personal files, right?
Okay.
But like there are nuggets that I've been passing out, especially as a young adult. I have a young adult, right? She's about to be a whole 20 in a month and a half or less, right? And I'm passing out these nuggets, and I keep a dossier of every time I give you these nuggets, and you don't use them.
Yeah,
so And literally, this is such a great conversation because this could not have happened at a better time. Because literally yesterday, I was at her school residence, giving gems, right?
Dropping jewels.
And I was like, so here's the jewels I dropped. I got no problem with saying it. So I'm like, listen, because she has educational expectations that exceed a 4-year plan. Right?
Okay, got it.
So I'm like, hey, did you do the so-and-so or the blah to see about maybe getting a scholarship or getting some reductions? Like you could be a RA.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the answer was? Well, RAs don't get paid. I said, wait a second. But do they cover the board? Do they cover the housing? Yeah. I said, do they cover the meal plan? I said, yeah. Well, I said, well, then you're getting compensated for the work that you're doing. I was like, that's money that you can't see. You know why? Because you're not paying it. I said, that's money that I see. I was like, you don't see any of this money because you're not the one paying out of pocket to go here. I said, but if you're being paid as RA, that's $6 or $7 grand that I'm not paying.
In essence, you're being paid.
Right. I said, so you're actually being paid. And then I dropped this on her. I said, so what if you became an RA and instead of me paying $7 grand extra on top of the tuition, what if I just slung you $2 grand to let you go ride out? I'm still saving $5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. I said, but on top of that, I said, whatever I have in the kitty is what I have in the kitty. It's going to get you through these 4 years. I said, you can either help me save some of that money so that your next endeavor
has a little cushion.
Yes, get something paid for. I said, or you can start building up your debt portfolio. Because either way, after the 4, I'm not paying 5. I said, take that with you what you will. Simple economics. So yeah, at 24 years old, if you in your career and you do your thing, I was like, hey man, go get your LASIK, champ.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't. You had no college debt. You know what I'm saying? If you paid your cars right, you probably got a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should have a little $2,500 to get your eyes lasered.
So there was Harry on YouTube. He says, I had to get my oldest car out of the tow yard. I thought I was just bringing her to get the car. No idea I had to pay to get it out. $342. That's a setup.
Just this morning, I'll give you another one. Just this morning, dropping the second born off. My son, my man works, right?
Okay.
Job too. He's proud. He's works every weekend. he looked me dead in the eye and was like, "Yeah, so I'm trying to go spring clothes shopping this weekend." And I was like,
Okay.
I mean, okay.
I'll take you.
He's like, and he looked at me like, "No, I'm trying to go like spring clothes shopping this weekend." And I was like,
Yeah, I run you over there.
okay.
Yeah.
And and I left it like that. And I know his communication to me was, can you slide me a little something, something? I'm like, bro, you work and don't pay bills.
Yeah.
You should have all the money.
You should have spring clothes money. You got spring clothes money.
That's all he has. That's all he has is the money. You can find it.
If anything, you got spring clothes money.
You got spring clothes money. You know what I mean? Like,
if anything, yeah.
But he looked at me with such like earnest, like, this is that time of year where,
Be like, hey, Dad.
Yeah. I was like,
so
you're telling me because you want to know? I don't get it. For sure. Have fun. I don't know what to tell you.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
So there's that. So it was kind of split down the middle. So then after that, then it was the writer's room with Gerard Guillory. Yeah. It was some of the stories were a little, not so exciting, but it still went. It still went because Gerard Guillory is a brain. He's a gifted with the pen and punchlines. Marvin Hunter was scheduled to be there, but he's traveling. He had gig work in Memphis, and he had to go to the side of the road, and the technology wasn't technologing.
Okay.
So we didn't get Marvin. And then right after that, we had Ike Speaks, fan favorite, Against the Law.
You know what's funny? I was going to send you something that I didn't even know you was going to have her on, and I was going to send you something to ask her too.
What was it on?
It was going to be, I think it was in regards to the Fox settlement.
Yeah, she talked about that. Yeah.
Okay, with the electro, with the what was the name of the electric?
Dominion.
Yeah. Right. So my question was going to be, because somebody had touched. I think Joe Madison. I was listening to him in the morning at some point, and somebody had touched on it. And my curiosity would be because the Umbrella Fox company had settled, but the actual all the guests who were on in that time frame who disparaged
the host,
the company as well.
Yeah, okay.
Not necessarily the host, because the host, I guess, would still fall under the umbrella of Fox.
Okay.
But anyone who's not an actual host, like a Giuliani or the My Pillow guy and all that kind of stuff, they can now come after them for defamation.
Oh,
because they chose to go on all these various platforms, not including Fox,
and echo the same shit
and echo the same message.
Yeah.
Can they now go after them in separate suits?
That's a great question.
And just bust them all down, one by one, and bankrupt them all.
Yeah. All right. So that sounds like a Twitter. It sounds like maybe because she answers big on Twitter. She gets busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's busy. Yeah. I like it. No, that's because because why not?
Yes,
to everybody.
Because if you got $750 million.
But that's slight though too. That's
I know, but like imagine that off of these, like the My Pillow dude. That's them pillows is done.
Oh yeah, I take some of that. I take some. I take some. Matter of fact, I want 200 million in cash, and I want $1 million worth in pillows.
I want 75 million in pillows.
I want it in pillows. I want to bring my shit out here in pillows.
Right.
what if
you doing Shark Tank? You doing Shark Tank like deals? I want 375 million.
20% equity,
and I want 30% equity, and I want $15 every pillow sale in perpetuity.
In perpetuity, that's my favorite word. Perpetuity. Bring my shit out here in pillows, fam.
I don't want to bankrupt you, champ. I want you to keep selling them pillows.
Yeah.
I want my cut.
Yeah.
No. I don't want you to go bankrupt.
Bring me my shit. That's a t-shirt right there. Bring me my shit in pillows. I want. Hey, you in the courtroom? Hey, I want my shit in pillows. The name stays old, man.
Right.
The pillows got my daddy blood on it. Right. I want my shit in pillows.
Pillows, man.
Oh, jeez, that's funny. Hey, Interloper says he was clowning me in the chat room. So, you gotta explain yourself because I went in the Nubia chat and there was no one in it. There was one person in there, and I felt some kind of way. Yeah, in the Nubia chat.
Oh,
I felt some kind of way. Normally,
they treated you like you substitute teacher day. Oh no, we got a sub, son. We ain't going.
We're not going.
We ain't going to class.
What? It literally went. I went to the thing and it said it's one person chatting, and I was like, it's usually like 200 people in there.
Oh, geez.
I felt some kind of way. That was halfway through the show. I felt some way about.
I thought you was in the Nubia family, son. They ain't
I
one
thought I was too.
Oh man,
I felt.
It's time to look at them membership fees.
Oh, shout out to Roddy Rod. Roddy Rod is a gentleman who reached out to me. He's trying to put together a Twitter space. Have you ever done a Twitter space?
No,
It's
I'm not
like
big.
the rooms on Clubhouse, but Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So apparently he's putting that together. We're gonna talk. It's kind of like listening to a live conversation without seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a. Yeah, I sound so old. It's kind of like they get there and they get to talking, and you can listen. You can. And everybody's talking.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. He said, oh no, I didn't see that. He said they was in there.
Oh yeah, you must have maybe at the one moment that you jumped in and looked.
Yeah, he said it froze and then it picked up.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I went in. I really took because I was gonna jump in there and be like, hey people, I appreciate y'all and da 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 da. And then I went in, it was one person. So I came on there and I was like, y'all ain't shit. I said that. I said, y'all ain't shit for how y'all doing me.
Oh, geez.
But anyway.
Well,
Nola was in there too.
Said you must have walked into the wrong room.
Oh, he said they mad at me because he said I didn't see him. Oh, check the tape. Well, what was y'all talking about though? Because if y'all was shit talking, then you got what you deserve. But anyway, all right. So I got to play this. I want to play this. This has been making me laugh all week.
Okay.
I don't know. It's the man on the plane. I don't know why it's so funny to me. So I can relate. I feel like I've been on a flight where I would have done this had it not lasted long enough. So he's saying that the baby was yelling for 45 minutes. I've been on a flight where I was just completely out of it, tired from wherever I was coming from, ready to be home, turbulence, rude people. Something happened at the gate where I had to pay extra. I feel like I've been there, and there's just I feel like I've been there and been mad enough to want to really yell at the parent. Like I've yelled at parents where the kid's kicking the seat.
Oh, that's immediate.
Because I feel like that's
not immediate. That you get three. So
yeah.
It's like they gotta settle in.
Yeah.
You know, let the plane take off. But once I get to the announcement where you can put your tray tables down, that's not. It's over. Something needs to stop.
Yeah. So I feel like let me find it. Yeah, I feel like I've been there. So it's just funny how he went off. And how he went on a tirade and ran it, and I think he was agitated by people not being as mad as he was, and so he took it out on them and the baby. Let's watch this real quick. All right.
In a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being fucking okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that motherfucker pay extra to yell?
Okay.
No. Shut up. Fuck you and shut up. I don't give a fuck. You were sitting there watching that motherfucking baby cry for 45 minutes. That shit didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
Fuck, lower that baby's voice.
Okay. I did. It's all good. What happened? I'm sorry, y'all.
Fuck, that's me.
I'm sorry.
I'm triggered. Fuck
I'm triggered. That's my line right there. Why you do that shit?
Cuffs on that kid, I'm good with going to jail. Fuck the kid, it's the same. The kid made, yes, you are motherfucking right because nobody was going to do something. That's fine. That's fine. I'll okay, the baby won't be talking.
You'll have somebody be talking good about it.
Good. No good, no fucking problem. I know an attorney just like you, motherfucker. I got rights.
I got rights.
I'm not mad at none of this.
Now we work it the fuck out. We had to go.
See, and they calmed the baby. They calmed the baby down.
Right.
Once he got got it rocking in there.
Yeah.
The only unfortunate thing is he'll probably be put on the no-fly list. But I don't think it's not deserving though. It's not deserving.
You know what? But see, here's the thing about that. And this is just my wish, not that it's an actual thing. But if you're going to be on a no-fly list, I feel like there should be something right under the note that says why.
That said what you did. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this no-fly list, he put his meat out in the middle of the plane and started wiggling. And then there's no-fly list. Hey, he got frustrated because there was a baby, and the man had a migraine. You didn't know what he was going through.
You should be able to. You can cuss.
Yeah.
You didn't. He didn't assault anybody.
No.
He wrestled nobody to the ground. Like
he wasn't being aggressive.
He wasn't. Well, he was talking aggressive.
But he wasn't standing up and like
right.
physically aggressive.
Right.
Making someone. He wasn't a danger. You know what I mean? Like some people stand up and get the hand talking.
And most of the reactions I think came from, when you mad and somebody pokes you, you're going to get madder and you're going to say the shit you saying, it don't make sense,
right?
But your ire,
yes,
your.
But not only that, he was also quick with it.
Yeah,
he was like, well, charge the fees. Like, did the baby pay extra to talk like this?
They're like, shut up. He's like, well, fuck you. You shut up.
Right.
Let the baby up.
Right. He's like, but you're a grown man. He's like, and
that's a baby.
Right.
But you're yelling, and the baby's yelling.
Right. Yeah, no, that's good. That's so funny because usually for me, I'm so used to tuning that out now. I've never been on a flight where it's lasted 45 minutes.
No, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's exceptional, but like I'm used to just like I tune babies all the way out. Usually, because I fly a certain kind of way where you can select your seat when you get on the plane.
Oh, okay. Right.
And those folks tend to be a bit respectful.
You're in the first boarding group.
Yes, but also I get to select whatever seat I like.
Yeah.
But those people tend to respectfully move themselves towards the back of the plane and just like we know.
Yeah, no, but
if they get on early enough, they kind of like
he's right about that though. The echo chamber, it's no real.
No. When he said, I don't think it was in this clip. He's like, "We in here, we in a tin can."
Yeah. See, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. He was having a bad flight, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like you enjoy flying, so you can tune it out. Yeah. I don't enjoy flying, so the conditions for me have to be perfect.
Oh, okay. See, I don't enjoy. I tolerate flying. I don't enjoy.
I don't like daytime. I don't like daytime flights because I know y'all gonna be talking because y'all up. I need that first flight out. Give me that 550. That 610. Because soon as that hum hits and we'll be dimming the light, everybody will sleep. But like a 2:30 flight is my worst. That's my worst. Y'all have been up. Everybody's up.
See, I've been on flights to your point where I feel like having the same tirade that man has for full-grown adults.
Oh yeah.
They just don't shut up. Like they just don't stop talking. I'm like, how do you talk? And mind you, when I fly, 9 times out of 10, we're talking 4.5 hours minimum.
Right.
And like I've literally been on a flight where these two had a full-blown airplane loud conversation because you got to talk louder when you're on a plane for the entire 4.5, 5 hours. I'm like, how do y'all have the stamina to keep talking for that damn long?
Right.
And I feel like they was talking across the aisle. Like both of them were in the aisle seats. I'm like, just shut the hell up.
Maybe I just have a different vision for what public travel should be. I'm not even a fan of normal conversation. Like I don't like public conversation anyway.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's a little quirk with me. I don't like people to do the. I don't like people to do the. Yeah. No. Yeah. So, what do you mean? So what did the results came back? Like I don't even I don't even like that on the train or the bus. Much less two people talking to each other. So we go there and the boss comes in and I'm like, holy shit, Max. And I don't even like that. I feel like in my world, my vision for public transportation is quiet. This is quiet.
Oh yeah, that's me. That's me all day. I
could be all here. Hey, how you doing? And
I'm on the plane with people that I know.
And I'm not saying shit.
No.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
I've literally like flown with, colleagues, coworkers, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't do all that conversation on the plane. Yeah.
Same flight sitting ritual. Yeah. Same sitting ritual. And it's never have I ever gone, I'll save you a seat.
Yeah.
No.
I'll see you in Toledo. I'll see you when we land. Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
I'll see you when we land.
I don't. Yeah, I just.
No.
I don't even.
Planes are for sleeping and watching and catching up on shows.
Yeah. I just want to. I just want to do this.
2 things. Yeah.
I want to do this. That's it. I want to do this.
Yeah.
The 4-inch lean back. That's it.
Yeah.
I
I never understood. Like it happened today when I came down this way, and like these the people behind me immediately engaged in conversation, and I was like, how do y'all do? And it didn't last long. You know, it like lasted because there was a slight delay because of air traffic control. But like even still, they were like they really got into like their life stories, even if it was professional. They weren't in the same professional arena, but they had some sort of tie-in.
Yeah.
And like I just watched this whole thing develop, or listen to this whole thing develop behind. I'm like, God, like, what prompts you to want to talk on a plane? I don't want.
I'm talking train, plane, bus, any wagon ride. I feel like that ride is a transition to the next moment.
Yeah, no.
So just be in it for what it is and keep it. I don't even.
You know my key anti-conversational, we not doing this messages.
The earbuds. Yeah. No, but have you ever sat next to the person? Yeah. You ever sat next to the person that could give a shit about that?
No.
Hey, no. You know, they don't take cash anymore.
This is when I hit him with this. Yeah, I hit him with this. Very dramatically. I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, like you're annoyed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like, I don't just, like I gotta really work it out of my ear.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? Like, hold on, let me hold on.
Surgically remove it.
Everything.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me close the book. Scoosh.
You're interrupting me. Actually, no, I don't care.
No, what I was saying was, they don't take cash anymore on the planes, and they'll still keep going. They'll keep going. What? Relax.
So what's bringing you to Las Vegas?
Yeah. I don't know yet. Haven't gotten there. Thanks.
Right. No. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Yeah. So then to close out the show, Rodney Perry came on after Ike Speaks.
Dang, I missed Friday. That's what's up. Okay.
And so we were talking about Foolishness Friday Live, which brings me to the topic of this show.
Okay.
So the video is still not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're a month out.
Damn, has it been a month already?
Yeah, it's been a month and 5 days. So we're 25 days out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, maybe they're watching. So I don't know. They asked me, the team that I hired, they asked me, what's your turnaround time? And I said 10 to 14 days, desirably.
Mm-hmm.
The event was on March 26th.
Yes.
Told them last week I need to go live with this by next Friday. This is last week, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I'm working on it tomorrow night. I'll have it to you by the weekend.
Jeez.
Monday, Tuesday, you green light it. And, any finishing touches, we'll do it before Friday. Today, it's not done. It's not done. Now, we give some transparency to our viewers watching right now. If you enjoyed Karen Hunter show today with me hosting, just know the energy that I was operating under when my original plan was to announce today that the video is available because I'm in a position that I'm not always in.
Right.
To be able to talk to everybody all at once and say, go cop the video. It just dropped today. Was not able to do that at all. So imagine trying to work with that underneath. Yeah. So that was the culmination of how today went. So it brings me to the title of this video that I titled, Does It Matter If It's Black Owned? When we gotta talk that shit because I really want, and I'm not here to throw them under the bus, but it sparks a bigger conversation And it begs a much larger question. Like you hear it's almost overdone now, right? Black on.
Got to support the people.
You got to support, but even the people saying it, right? It's
yes.
Black on. I'm black. I'm black on. Does that matter? Why do we make that matter? I'm gonna tell you why. This is my theory. Because for so long, Black companies and businesses were overlooked. And then the ones that we did patronize, we didn't give them the same chances that we gave white businesses. But I think now that it's the extreme, we have went to the opposite end of the spectrum. I think people place too much emphasis on it, and you compromise, in some cases, not all, you end up compromising quality and professionalism.
I have such a great example of this. It's ridiculous and saddening.
Oh, jeez, we're here.
So, am I in a safe space?
Yeah,
are you here for me?
This is brother. This is a safe space.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Coincidentally enough, years ago now, going back about 3-4 years or more, when because I'm an avid listener of Sirius XM 126. So when Godfrey had his show, right? I used to call that joint rap or whatever, but he used to have on folks who had Black-owned businesses.
Okay.
Right? I might have told the story a while ago, but it begs repeating. So he would have these regulars on who was a Black couple, and they were in the alkaline water space.
Got it.
Right? And he would have them on, and they talk about how they, have the technology to so you can put the insulation in under your sink at the crib, and you can get a little spout that's going to give you the alkaline water, and so you can get the alkalinized whatever they call that, the pH, the high pH, whatever. Right. And they also
alkalinity, get the alkalinity up,
bottled waters and all that kind of stuff. But they were in that, getting into that space, and it was like before COVID for sure, but just kind of in that evolutionary period where support Black owned, we trying to do something different, and blah, blah, blah. So no, after hearing them several times, not all at once, but let's say several times over the course of almost a year, maybe once a quarter, they pop in and he give them a little plug, and I'm like, you know what, and I've been hearing more about alkaline water and so forth. Dr. Rich had hit me to some stuff. He's like, yo, alkaline water is kind of the business. That's what you want to do. So I'm like, you know what, these people are doing it, and I'm supported Black owned.
Support them. Yeah.
So I reached out, however they were reachable, and they send you a home test kit because they got to test your alkalinity to see what the, because they gotta program the system
so
specifically
it's the right level
for
of
water, right? So this is made for you, specifically for your house. It's not just I can't just send you just a generic kit. So do that. It's a whole process. They send you the kit. You got to send it back to them. They test it, blah, blah, blah. Then you get the whole kit at the crib.
Okay.
And when I got this kit, I said, I need a plumber, because they were like, yeah, it should be fairly simple. And, if you know what you, and if not, you might, depending on where you are, we have people. But if you're in a city that we don't have coverage yet, you got to get, And I saw this thing come in the house, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I tinker, but I don't dabble.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fiddle, you don't faddle.
I don't fiddle, I don't faddle. You know what I'm saying? When I see too many hoses and small hoses, I was like, nah, that ain't me. Right. So right. So I was like, nah, I gotta call. And I called them, the customer service, which was them. I was like, hey man, it's a lot of little extra moving parts here. That's not, you said this was kind of self-service. You can do this on your own. And I was like, this is a little bit more outside of my reach. And they were like, well, you got to, hit a plumber, but it's not going to take him. All right, cool. So I called the plumber. Plumber came through, did the whole thing under the sink, and, got to put this whole blah, and install this and this, all that. And I got a granite countertop. So even the faucet, like I didn't have the extra hole for the extra faucet to come through. So he had to make a special thing on the inside of it. It's a whole thing. Right. Did that. Got it working and all that. And I think he even gave you these little testings to make sure this thing was straight. After about 2 weeks, the water started tasting weird.
Oh.
And I did the little test. I'm like, nah, something's off. and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I call them and they're like, oh, well, maybe you need another filter. I'm like, how would I need another filter after 2 weeks? It's supposed to last like, 3 months. So they send me another one of this and that, and they send me a new part, and I got to pull this out and do that and da-da-da. This is a whole thing, right? And then I replaced whatever they told me to replace. The thing starts, now it's leaking. So I come home one day and it's a puddle under my cabinet coming from this setup
of tasty water.
Yes.
Yeah, with taste, with a lot of taste.
I'm up to here with the joint. I'm like, hey man, the whole joint is like messed up. I just detach the unit and send it back to us. We'll fix it and send it back to you. I said, hey man, that's cool, but like I'm good now. Like, how about I just send this all back to you and you give me my money back? Well, nah, it's already been thing for you, and our policy is no refunds. It's on the website. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's not working. How it's supposed to work? You got to have some sort of contingency when it just don't work.
Yeah.
Nah. So they sent it back to me again after they fixed it. Came back, long story short, didn't fix it. Whatever. And now I'm just like, dude, I'm sending this back to you. Matter of fact, they sent it back, and I just put the return to sender. I was like, I'm not opening it. Just you take it. I don't want it no more. Let me get my money back. And they refused.
Oh, customer
to give
service.
me my money back.
1,000. Just on one.
So then I hit the credit card and I was like, hey man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That joint fraudulent, man.
Yeah.
Fugazi. I bought this and it didn't work. Reverse the charges, and the credit card was like, okay, we'll put it in the fraudulent file.
Because they got you. Because the credit card got you.
Yeah.
They no questions asked.
No questions asked. The credit card
customer
was like, cool.
service.
They reversed it. And in these jokers, after I sent it back to them, so they have it. They had the nerve to call the credit card company. It was like, no, this is a legitimate charge. And the credit card now is in dispute where they have to like do research and they have a whole case file. Long story short, they got me for my money.
Oh, or you never recouped.
So what happened was they got me. So the credit card reversed the funds back to me, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, oh, happy day. And then I reported them to the Better Business Bureau on top of it.
Oh, okay.
This should not stand, because they were in like Texas, and I was like, I can't even go get them, right? And somehow, some way, they, after the full investigation, because the credit card will give you your money back right away. But then when they do the investigation, they were like, oh, well, actually.
You did purchase.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, so they put the charges back on my card. I had already sent the damn thing back to them. So now I had nothing.
Oh, you should pretty much be like, hey man, let me get that back. I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
Oh, you want the best part? After I realized all of that, and I was just going, and now I'm emailing them. I was like, see, and I hit them with the typical, this is why, I try to support Black-owned business, and hey, y'all doing like this, and the joint don't even work, and blah, blah, blah. And they hit me back with, that's why we can't sell our own, because y'all always want to pull up and pull the black card and da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, you going though. And I could tell that I was dealing with the husband the whole time, and now I could tell the wife is unowned. And she's gone. And I was like, oh.
This is email?
Yes.
Oh, you should have got him on the phone. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, no, here's the best part.
Yeah.
And I start calling the number.
They blocked you.
They can't get you. And it gets better. I'm still complaining. And now the website goes down. They changed the name of the company.
No way. No, I'm not believing. This is
hand of God.
This is something.
Hand of God.
You complained them out of business? Yeah.
The website don't work no more.
Oh, geez.
Company name changed, the phone numbers changed. You cannot find. I don't even know if I know the name of the. I know the company name that I knew the name of the company, but they
probably not even selling water filters no more.
I guarantee you they're not in the water business anymore.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, I was like, and that is the last time I go. Yeah, let me just support just because without.
Hey,
recommendation or anything like that.
Real quick, I gotta do something. I'm inspired by the guy on the plane. So to our viewer in YouTube, Carlos, I'll call you by name. I'll give you the attention that you're looking for. Okay, if this is not funny, close the browser. This is not for you. It's not this right now. We're not being funny. Close the browser. Tab out.
Are we not doing it for Carlos?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, shut your shut the thing down. I don't know if you're on a PC or a Mac. Shut the browser down and go do something else. Go do something else.
Carlos, it's Friday, Carlos. Why aren't
Yeah.
you doing something
Do
more?
something else. Do
Yeah.
something else. It's okay. This ain't for you. Everything ain't for you.
But thanks for watching.
Yeah, so he's in the chat talking shit, and then I'm talking shit back. Like on Twitter, this is the part that boggles my mind. People shoot at you directly and expect you not to shoot back.
Oh.
So when I say your mother,
meanwhile, you know Carlos.
I don't know him.
No, I mean like Carlos. You know, it's probably your third coworker.
Somebody that I don't know. But I always had this, and here's another one. This is along the same conversation about Black owned and how soon as that becomes an issue, then it's a thing. So I say your mother, right? And he says, I'm a fan, bro. Well, if you're a fan, stop talking shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like we say this, we say this at work, my coworker. And this is off topic. People be like, yo, our motto, right? Leave me the fuck alone. Yo, leave me the fuck alone. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. People, the trolling shit, the culture of trolling, and I even hate the word, but this is thanks, Carlos, because now I'm gonna talk about something that I've been meaning to talk about. The culture of trolling to me is so detrimental to our very existence. It has killed us. The conversations that we have, even with the comedian, everybody's judging comedian specials now.
Yeah.
We're scrutinizing comedy, we're scrutinizing what's funny and all that. That's born out of trolling.
Yeah.
Because what social media has done is allowed everybody's opinion to be seen.
And matter.
When it doesn't.
Right.
It does not.
Right.
And so,
quite frankly, before you said something, guess what, Carlos? I was telling my story and I wasn't paying attention to
I
wasn't even doing it. It didn't
I was
stop
ignoring
me
it. I was ignoring it, but then it kept going. They wanted engagement, so I gave them engagement. But it's killed us as a society because we now think that we have, I mean, intellectuals, non-intellectuals, whatever. This is everybody included. We all think that we have to, one, say that thought that we're thinking. And we also all think that we have something to say.
Yeah. Right.
It's just not necessary. Like just the whole, so we talked about Janelle James saying that she thinks Dave Chappelle's last couple specials are boring.
Okay.
Right. And that was a news headline, right? It was slow news day, apparently. But I don't like how that makes her look, because I'm like, you're on the up and coming, you're good, people love you. Like that shouldn't even matter. Like I wouldn't even have answered that in an interview. I wouldn't even answer that. Because one, they're pitting you against your peer.
Right.
But two, so what? Like you thought it was boring. Okay.
Right.
Don't what? Richard Pryor.
Okay, good.
You pull any one of his albums out and you go through joke by joke and scrutinize each joke and find the part either that you think is not funny or that you're not allowed to laugh at by today's standards, he's the worst comedian on earth. If you picked apart each joke, by today's standards,
oh yeah, well nothing.
He's the worst. He's the most unfunniest being on the planet. He's the worst.
Right. And Eddie Murphy would have been canceled the next day.
Man, but the level of scrutiny that comes out of trolling, it comes out of, hey man, I'm gonna clap at you, and I'm gonna shoot at you over here anonymously, and everything I'm saying is valid because I'm a person and I can be seen and heard and everybody hears me. Like that meme we talked about a couple weeks ago. Like everybody don't belong in the same room, man.
Yeah. Can we play a game real quick?
Oh, let's play a game.
Okay. Can we play and not and don't go lowbrow, right?
Okay.
Because the low hanging fruit is I don't go to your job and slap the dicks out of your hand, right?
Right.
So don't go lowbrow, right?
Right. Okay.
Can you give me like top 5? Guess what Carlos does for a living? And let me see if I can retort. But I don't go to your job and feel.
Man. Well, I was looking for a profile pic, but I don't see one.
Okay.
So this type of person, they're not in customer service.
Okay. Give me a job.
He's an accountant.
Okay. I don't go to your job and smack the pocket protector out your pocket. I don't go over your job and tell you how to amateurize these numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe he's a shelfer at a grocery store shelfer. That's what.
Yeah. I don't go to your job and tell you how to properly face the products.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't tell you how to climb that ladder.
He puts toothpaste into the tube from the back end. That's what he does. He works on the machine that does that. That puts the toothpaste into the tube. I don't go to your job squeezing your tube.
Right. I don't go to your job and tell you how to fill that tube up, champ.
Yeah. Oh God, he's the equipment manager at the. No. He's at Enterprise. He's out back.
He's at Enterprise out back.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't tell you how to rewash those cars and vacuum out the back seat.
Yeah.
Make sure the popcorn from the baby seat is still out of there.
Yes.
For the next job. I don't tell you how to do that.
He's a Walmart greeter.
Hey man, I don't tell you how to ask people to see their receipts to make sure they're not stealing stuff on the way out the door.
Definitely a receipt checker.
Yeah, I don't tell you how to do that. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Carlos, you do your thing.
Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah. Well, Rosie, thank you, Rosie. I like that. What if he's still here? Carlos, Rosie says, "Well, what do you want to talk about?" Well, since this is not interesting to you, what do you want to talk about? I would entertain that. Here's the thing. Again, and I'm gonna leave it here. We love the smoke. So come on the show. Let's see you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Come on, jump on. I ain't gonna dog you out. Like, come on. We'll put you on. You'll be a guest. I'll interview you.
Mm-hmm.
Make your shit interesting. I'm always a fan. I ain't gonna be like, I hate when people and and then don't give you a chance to address me. Like, jump on the show. Let me put if you want to jump on the show.
Show yourself.
Yeah.
And I will first I will break your mind. Then I'll break your body.
We must be getting popular. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah,
so this guy says we're not talking about Abyssinia, Libya, Algeria, and Tunisia slavery of Bantous. No,
definitely walked in the wrong room.
Yeah. So I was just reading about that today, but I didn't finish the article. So I'm choosing not to talk about it until I get to the end of the article. So there's. All right.
See, the people really want to know. What the people really want to know is, what is what's my man's name? Oh gosh, he just slipped my mind. Creed 2. What did his girlfriend look like?
Oh, Jonathan Majors?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the plaintiff?
What does your whole career falling into shambles look like? What
is that how you want to frame it? Oh, jeez. We need to see a picture of your downfall.
I need to see if it was worth it. Man, someone sent me an article this week. The article was literally titled "Grand Opening, Grand Closing." The rise and fall.
He had a tight 4 years. He graduated.
Oh, man.
Yeah, from 5 Blood.
I hope that Marvel money that he got initially was long and strong. Good gracious.
Well, his next series of movies, from what I was reading, was putting him into the $20 million club. So I don't know if he was there yet.
Whatever he got from Ant-Man, and whatever he's already put in the can is going to sustain him. Because,
man, and people turned on him so fast. I mean, the story, now not making light of any accusations and survivors of abuse, there's a number you can call if you Google.
Yes.
But beyond that, like, people turned on him so fast. They Cuba Gooding Jr.'d him. They Nate Parker'd him. He's out.
Wait, I'll give you, because I was, what's funny, I was, thinking to myself the other day, I said, Self,
okay,
if he was white, would it be this bad? And the answer is yes. No. Can't remember his first name, last name Franco.
James Franco?
Yes.
What'd he do? What? I don't remember him doing
something. Like, I think he was like,
and then you don't see him no more.
Unkind to like underage girls or something, like, or he was trying to pick up like girls that may have been a little bit, borderline on the age or something. It was something sexual, something or other.
He got Columbus shorted.
What?
He got Columbus shorted.
Yeah, he got Columbus shorted. But what's his name? Franco? James Franco? He was on when I say he was on a roll.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. I remember, I'm telling you, this is how hard stop. I remember his career coming to such a hard stop. He was in the 1 year he was in that running for the Oscars and the everything lead actor.
Yeah, he hosted one.
No. I'm talking about winning the awards.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Best actor, right? You know how they go through the Golden Globes and the this and the that. Between the Golden Globes and I don't know if you've ever seen the or heard of the SAG Awards.
Yeah.
So it's I believe the order is Golden Globes, maybe something else, SAG Awards, then Oscars, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Between the Golden Globes and the SAG Awards, the scandal dropped, right? So by the Golden Globes, if I can't remember if he won or lost, but when they said his name, everybody applause. The camera comes on his face and he's sitting in the chair, in case he wins. By the time the SAG Awards came on, right, which is only a matter of a month, when they announced his name as the nominee, it was like everybody was clapping for the last person, and they put the camera on him. Was like,
oh,
and the camera was just deadpan on it, and he was like, like you can see it on his face, like, oh my god.
And he was there though. I mean, he was there. He obviously thought it was all good.
News had just kind of like, you know how Hollywood, like they be knowing like a day or two before we know.
Yeah.
It was like that, and like when I say the claps just stopped, and it was like deadpan on him, and I was like, oh, it's over.
Wow.
By the time the Oscars came, I don't even think he even showed up for the Oscars, and that was like one of the last times you saw him like in public in all these years, like canceled immediately. So that's what's happening to you,
man. I mean, comeback season. I don't know. I don't. I mean, it's still early.
I read something that said, "This ain't the first time," which is part of the problem.
So they said, and Nike Speaks spoke about it too, and she was saying how multiple women have come forward, and if any of that is even remotely true, then there is no comeback. No. There's no comeback for that.
Yeah.
There's no comeback for that.
See, I was told, that once they start coming out the woodworks, you're fucked.
Hated had to be him. All right. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It was an interesting day, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in earlier, that tuned in now. Shout out to everybody that supports the show and continues to support the show. Interloper, brother Rob Howard in there, man. I appreciate you. As always, this show is brought to you in part by Robert Howard.
There you go. by viewers like him.
By viewers such as him. By him, actually.
Yes.
Just by him.
Okay, well, there it is.
All right, parting words and bringing Dr. Clarkson, Loves History.
Hey.
What's good with you?
What's going on? So you know where this comes from because, James Franco was actually a student. At NYU at one time.
He was a professor.
He was at USC.
No, I don't think
he was teaching at some school.
I think he was actually. I thought he was actually a student, which made it really kind of weird because, like, what are you doing being a student?
No, Doc. I'm pretty sure he was a student at NYU, but then he was doing like some adjunct professor types. He was teaching a class, bro. He was teaching a class.
Oh, here we go. So here it is. James Franco admits acting school.
Yes.
The 43-year-old agreed to pay $2.2 million in July. Sexual charge behaviors toward female students. I remember that he had put a lot of the female students in very awkward positions, not touching that one even on a Friday.
Was it consenting?
What Well, they actually
It don't
paid
even matter.
him.
It's like some predatory, you know what I'm saying?
got
Like,
it.
you
All right.
have the power type of thing, you know.
It's above me.
It was like
basically
it was like some weird casting couch. Like, let's try this scene, and you know, it's like weirdo stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Then the other
okay.
thing too, they actually paid him for the class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta
go.
Grand closing. And
that was it.
I mean, he was on a run.
He was
on a
He
run.
was everything. He was
So,
bad
of course,
guys, good guys.
He was all of it. He producing, directing, he was all of it. He was on a run.
So the excuse was that he was in recovery for substance abuse.
Oh.
And that he was dealing with issues. And he said, so I've really used my recovery background to start examining this and changing who I was. Well, Hollywood changed who they were and got him up out of
there.
Mm.
Him and what's his name? Casey Affleck. That's another one.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
another
Casey
one. Good
Affleck.
call.
You don't hear from that dude. Yeah. He won an Oscar the same year he had charges up.
Was Baby Gone or Gone Baby or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Definitely
Like he
gone.
won that Oscar and they were like,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Here's your Oscar on the way out. That was his
Jeez.
parting gift from Hollywood. Here's your Oscar. See ya.
All right. Well, appreciate that. Thanks for the immediate fact checking on the spot. Catch you on the flip side. 2 final points. I forgot.
Okay.
So, Foolishness Friday live Atlanta. People's like, where's the next city? No, we're not there yet. When this video drop, you have to see Atlanta. You have to see Atlanta.
Okay.
So it should be dropping this weekend. So stay close to Foolishness Friday live at Gmail to get on the pre-order list. Follow all social medias, Mr. Lamont King. Foolishness Friday live Atlanta. When it drops, you got to see that first before we even talk about going to the other city. And also, Chase Candle Company, one of our sponsors, is running a promo right now. Today only.
Okay.
Today only. Go to Chase Candle Company and Let's Go Live. Let's Go Live, 10% off. Use code Let's Go Live at checkout. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Whoops.
Lego Live.
Yeah. That's right.
Let's go live.
Let's Go Live. Along my fog. That fog be coming back. Oh, here we go.
Let's
Let's
use
go
both
live.
fingers. Like you said, you gotta use both fingers when you type.
ChaseCandleCompany.com. Use code Let's Go Live. 10% off today only. All right, there it is. Oh, damn, we didn't even get to talk about Draymond. Yeah, I see that, Haynes. All right, next time, man. We'll do that.
Okay.
Enjoy your weekend. Y'all be good, man. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of the way. And appreciate you. You be safe down there in that Florida, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then bring some of that light reading back. You know what I mean?
Yes. If I find a good bookstore, I will let you know.
Yes, a good bookstore.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.